Today is the summer solstice, and I have been trying to record, and it's been frustrating. Soul Healing Channel here. I hope you're having a good Saturday, June the 21st. I think it could be a great day, but I've just been frustrated right now. All right, I'm going to try to continue. I was reading from the Dalai Lama, and he writes about Dalai Lama's book of Buddhism, and he writes about love. He said, if there is love, there is hope that one may have real families, real brotherhood, real equanimity, real equanimity, real peace. If the love within your mind is lost and you see other beings as enemies, then no matter how much knowledge or education or material comfort you have, only suffering and confusion will ensue. So we need love. That's the bottom line, basic bottom line. We need love. All you need is love. It's from the Beatles. Da, 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 da. All right, I open up to Marianne Williamson's book of the Law of Divine Compensation. Okay, this is page 32. In bold, it says, spiritual growth involves giving up the stories of your past so that the universe can write a new one. Okay, it says, releasing negative self-concepts is important, not simply because they hurt you. It's important because they are not true. The spiritual journey is a path of surrendering our fear-based thoughts and allowing them to be replaced by God's thoughts. The reason to embrace a positive self-image is that it describes you as God thinks of you. Okay, here's one of the most common negative self-concepts we carry. One that underlies many other wrong-minded sentiments is that we're simply not good enough. That something about us is defective. As long as we think we're separate from the rest of the universe, we're bound to compare ourselves with others. That is the worst thing you can do. You are unique. Why don't compare yourself to other people? A Course in Miracles teaches us that all are special and none of us are special. All of us carry the mark of God, yet we carry that mark as one. It's kind of an ironic thing, or an oxymoron, something that's hard to understand. No one has any more or less capacity than anyone else to be used as a conduit for the genius that pours forth constantly from the mind of God. This genius pours into us as one, but is accepted by us separately. It's that concept of we're all one body, but many parts. The hand shouldn't be doing what the foot is doing. They're two different parts of the whole body. God's greatness is a gift that is offered to all of us, but it's our choice whether or not to receive it. We lack in faith in what exists within us because we lack in faith in who exists within us. I know I've read this line before. Each of us has a unique part to play in the healing of the world. Each of us is assigned by God a function that only we can fill. At the level of our divine function, none of us are in competition with each other, for the universe has an infinite number of pieces of pie. My piece, P-I-E-C-E, my piece of pie does not take away from yours. And yours doesn't take away from mine. There is space for everyone's gifts to flower. There is more than enough room for all of us. There's more than enough room for all of us to be ourselves, to be authentically who we are, instead of trying to be like somebody else. really sad when somebody tries to be. Why be somebody else? Be the best you can be. My gosh. God's given you gifts. You have a special purpose to fulfill. Go within to find that purpose. Meditate. Walk in nature. Pray that God reveal your purpose to you. And you know what? He will. He will. Some way there'll be something that'll spark, that'll hit that spark that it's like, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Or I like that idea. That sounds great. Why don't I try that? Well, I just opened up to Charmian. Harmony. 28. Harmony. Let's see what that says. Harmony. Charmian wraps a deep feeling of harmony around you, like a blanket of love from the mother. The tremendous healing of this gentle embrace is based on self-love and acceptance. Oh, let me read the title here. Charmian, number 28, Harmony. Good thoughts will produce good actions, and bad thoughts will produce bad actions. Hatred does not cease by hatred at any time. Hatred ceases by love. That was said by Buddha. Total acceptance and a feeling of worth allow even the most troubled soul to release feelings of pain and anguish. Oh my gosh, I think this is all tying into everything. Think of a time when your inner pain was more than you could bear. Perhaps you held it until loving acceptance helped you feel safe enough to let it go as you sobbed like a baby in someone's arms. When you fail to speak up and tell the truth, you are denying feelings. Are you afraid you won't be loved if you tell the truth? Or you might be fired from your job or not get your raise, or you'll be hurt? When you judge your feelings to be bad or wrong and hold them back, they build up a pressure that must be released. Reflection from those around you strengthen your feelings of shame and worthlessness. Inner conflict keeps you stirred up, influencing even the simplest situations to reinforce your fears and doubts. This struggle is based around duality. Your soul consists of pairs of opposites, and the objective in life is to learn to balance them, male and female, love and hate, joy and sorrow, happiness and suffering. You are forced to choose one and then assailed by its opposite when passionate love turns to hate or your good intentions are led astray. If you decide not to choose, confusion takes over and leaves you paralyzed and powerless. It is time to discover a new outlook on duality. We all have both the good and bad feelings. Bad is a judgment based on discomfort. Learn to accept your uncomfortable feelings as important messengers. In the balance of truthful, constructive expression, you will find harmony. Ask Charmian to lead you on the journey to harmony through self-love. The first step is to be willing to experience what it feels to be like you. The first step is to be willing to experience what it feels like to be you. For those who are in crisis, this may seem overwhelming. Try not to become numb or pretend niceness as you experience any fear of facing your feelings. Nor is it advisable to react with a bad attitude by complaining, finding fault, criticizing, and making everyone else as miserable as you may be. Have courage. The rewards of facing your fears will be great. That reward will be great. That's positive. Denial causes a separation in your consciousness, pushing parts of yourself that are not accepted into unconsciousness. Commit yourself to end this denial and be willing to love those unacceptable parts that have become your emotional baggage. Then, from the depths of your heart, opportunities will arise in the form of unpleasant reflections of yourself in the behavior of others. When you can accept crisis and pain as an opportunity for change and growth, your work will have begun. Your body holds pain from the past in pockets that can manifest as illness. Your emotions hold negative feelings that surface as issues, fears, and behaviors. Your heart holds the loss of love that causes loneliness, and your mind has misunderstandings, judgments, and beliefs. Each of these becomes like a suitcase full of unwanted emotions shut up in a forgotten closet. Your eternal self and Charmian are helping you by presenting the perfect situations for you to accept and bring these abandoned parts back to yourself in the embrace of love. This takes time, as there are more of those suitcases than you would like to think. Each time you have the courage to face and heal denial, you will discover more harmony within, until the day finally dawns when you are filled with the powerful presence of your eternal self. You are freed to react to life in an appropriate, spontaneous, and compassionate way based on truth, rather than the influence of the past. Open your mind when you evaluate your current situation and be willing to see the big picture. Ask Charmian to help you find harmony. The path becomes much easier when you have self-love as your companion. The candle just fell off. That's weird. Music that's suggested, Raphael, Heaven, for Music to Disappear Into, and Claude Debussy, Clair de Lune. Harmony. Good thoughts will produce good actions. Bad thoughts will produce bad actions. Hatred does not cease by hatred at any time. Hatred ceases by love. Buddha. We need to learn to love ourselves. Be at harmony within yourself. Be at peace. Many parts. We are many parts. We are all one body. And the gifts we have, we are given to share. And I forget the rest of the song, but it's in the Gather hymnal. We are many parts, separate, but we are one body. My candle went out. I'm going to light that again. Here, I don't know if this will go. I don't know. Come on, little candle. There we go. Okay. Let's go to the Psychic Tarot. Pull a card for today. Shuffled that enough. Try to shuffle the heck out of things. All right, let's see what I've got pulling up here. I just pulled that yesterday. I can't believe that. I'm not going to take it unless it comes up again. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. I know I shuffled this deck. I mean, how can you, all right, it just turned over. All right, interesting. Partnerships and alliances. Number 3. There's different sections of this book, so I can't find. Here we go. This is from the section that's labeled, what is it? Spirit. They've got a violet border. Partnerships and alliances. The meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor, take seed and blossom. There may still be a lot to do, but watch out for synchronicities, which could bring opportunities to form connections or unexpected alliances that may create something new. These could assist you in gathering resources for future projects. With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partner gives too little, it will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance within the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. This card reminds you that success comes in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. Have an open mind when listening to others. Partnerships and alliances. They've got like a scroll. Oh, those are banners. Partnerships and alliances. Beautiful. Working with other people can be, when you work together, it can be so fruitful. All right, I'm going to do Sisterhood of the Seers. This deck had fallen on the floor and I hadn't used it for because I didn't know it was on the floor and I had forgotten I even had this deck. These are really nice, sturdy cards, too. Sisterhood of the Seers Oracle by Athena Laws, illustrated by Ana Santos. So it's, even women have created this deck. We've got the Seer of Destiny, Fortune, Right Timing, Synchronicity. That's actually the front of the book. All right, let's see. Essential meaning: the house of good fortune, a lucky breakup. Well, can there be a lucky breakup? It's actually a lucky break. Up leveling, destiny, right timing, synchronicity. Sometimes those slips are not slips, you know. The Seer's message: get ready, as your life is about to move in wonderful and mysterious ways. The wheel of destiny is turning for you, so use this high vibration energy to absolutely leap into good fortune. There is nothing that you need to do other than remain open and receptive to this cosmic grace of good timing. Enjoy the serendipitous period of aligned luck and magic. Experiences of synchronicity will line up for you while you take each step. Where there were obstacles once, doors of opportunity will spontaneously appear. Nothing is out of reach at this moment in time. It is your time to surf the wave of life with ease and excitement. This card may also come to tell you that a higher destiny is calling you than what you are currently focusing on. Lift your eyes toward the horizon to the landscape of infinite opportunity. In this place, what could you dream up for yourself? You have a higher calling, a destiny of the soul that has nothing to do with the small identity of self created by the ego. Seen in this way, destiny becomes a sacred journey. You have free will to do with it as you choose, and with this capacity for unlimited choice comes responsibility. Will you dream up a destiny so beautiful that it could create worlds of healing and joy for many other people? I'd like to do that. Will you surrender to a life of beauty and well-being? I'd love to have that. What destiny will you choose? Hey, let's choose it all, right? Equally, destiny adapts as you do. In other words, there is no age in which destiny stops being destiny. You cannot miss what is yours, even if you feel like this is not the right time, or you are not the right person, or you find yourself in not so easy circumstances. What is right is your connection to spirit. And with this connection, the wheel of destiny will spin wonderfully for you. It is written so. More mystery and beauty await than you can imagine. Okay, here's the activation. I answer the call to my destiny multiple times in my life, knowing that I am always on the right track. I'm going to read that again. Say this with me or after me. Say it with conviction. Feel it in your body and your heart. I answer the call to my destiny multiple times in my life, knowing that I am always on the right track. Don't you feel that? I know it. Feel it. So 10, the seer of destiny. Fortune, right timing, synchronicity. The house of good fortune, a lucky break, up-leveling, destiny, right timing, synchronicity. That was a great card. Oh my gosh. Spirit is on fire. All right. Wisdom of the Oracle. My mini deck. I love my mini deck. It's so cute. I've said this before. There is a bigger deck available, a bigger size of this deck. For whatever reason, I just happen to get the mini version. The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. What we got here today? Clean it up. I got some spring cleaning to do. Clean it up. $21. Essential message. Getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. Cleaning house. Sweeping away what is no longer needed. All right. The Oracle's message. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work? Overwhelmed? Time to clean house. I think this is a message for me, too, as well as somebody. All right. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack, takes up energetic space. You know, a cluttered house is a reflection of a cluttered mind. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. So you can do it. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Relationship message. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours. To clean up the relationship. Everyone brings baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. become unencumbered, and your relationship will flourish. Prosperity message. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself. Also, this card is a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. No is a full sentence. You'll prosper even more if you do. I kind of interject some of my own stuff in there too. Here's the protection message. Is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now? Trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens. But what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing them of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. Clean up your own side of the street. Time to clean up. Getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. Cleaning house. Sweeping away what is no longer needed. Clean up. Something's been hanging in your closet or sitting around for a year, you haven't worn it, and the seasons have changed and all that, it belongs to the poor. And that's what St. Francis said too, I believe. So, oh, okay, I've got 3 more. The Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Pull from that. I do want to clean up. I want to change. Time to change. You know, the only thing that stays the same is change itself anyway. That is the truth. The only thing we can depend on is change. But that's life. I mean, we've got cycles of life to go through. You're going to change in your cycles. Let's see here, I'll pull this one here. Knight of Wands. All right, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. The card of daring change. The knight charges in with the crystal of magical manifesting and can move mountains with his power. If you set a clear intention, this may be its fruition. If not, the change will be for the better, albeit more unexpected. Chakra message. The clearer your intention, the more rapid the result. Change is in the air with a new love, job, or home. Hey, maybe all 3. Indication. What you deem as out of the blue may have been an intention of yours for quite some time. Keywords. Being daring, speediness, impulsiveness, extrovert, entrepreneur. Reverse to be corruption, unqualified, instability, delay, or resentment. Let's focus on the keywords. Being daring, speediness, impulsiveness, extrovert, entrepreneur. Meditation. Drop your shoulders and imagine yourself with a wand held high in the air. Look at that. You are about to charge into your own life and give yourself some surprising news. Breathe and write down what this wonderful news is. Let's manifest, right? Contemplation. The good news is there is always good news. Isn't that cool? I'm going to try. I got to pause this for a minute. All right, I'm back to do a few more decks. This is the Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors. I love this deck. I like all my decks, don't I? Yeah. These are fun. It's interesting. Interesting messages. Let's see, angels and ancestors. All right, got here. What do we have here? I brought that up the other day. I'm not sure if I want that one or not. Let me hold on. I'm gonna shuffle again. If it comes up, it comes up, and it's supposed to. But if not, there's another one. Not sure about that. Spirit tells me. Then okay, if that's what I'm supposed to do, we'll see here what comes up. No, seer. Okay, see beyond the current situation. A lot of S's here. Alphabetical order. Oh gosh. Okay. See beyond the current situation. Message: look beyond your current situation. Raise your vibration and focus on love. Well, that's what we've been talking about, love. About. Most, if not all, traditions have a seer in some shape or form. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change. Therefore, so can your future. I love it. Do you see the cat above me? The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with spiritual eyes. The extended message: clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. I know that's speaking to me because I have felt like I was kind of stuck. And I I've been calling it a liminal space. Wasn't sure which direction to go in. So it's an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so that your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. See beyond the current situation. Hey, it's back to the universe is working for you. You are so loved. Keep that in mind. My goodness. Isn't it? It's beautiful. All right. Thank you, Kyle. I put them upside down. Wrong part of the box. I like to keep them in the boxes because it's just easy for me to keep them neat. Because I tend to be a little bit messy and chaotic. I have some things to clean it up. You know, the clean it up card. I got to do some cleaning up for sure. Now is the time, right? As they say, no time like the present. Okay, I've got the Dreamweaver's Oracle. Colette Baron Reed. She has some wonderful decks out there. wonderful decks. Illustrated by Joel Nakamura. All right, what have we got here? Oh, I just did this one. The ones you need fly close. I'm going to pick another one because that was yesterday's. Why am I pulling out stuff that just came out yesterday? Is it reassuring that that was yesterday's card, but I'd already shuffled the whole deck? Strange when that happens, you know? It feels, I guess it's a synchronicity or just feels a little funny, right? Let me do another one. I feel compelled to do another one. All right, what have we got here now? When you're neither here nor there. I've pulled that one before, but I like it, but it's been a while. When you're neither here nor there. Number 42. This is the last one. It's close to the last one. Essential meaning. The period of time between what was and what you're moving toward. Not quite there yet. Being present for every step of the journey. You know what? That's talking about that liminal space. That, you know, waiting on what's going to happen. Are you feeling a little lost because your goals and intentions seem so far away? You know, you cannot live your old life anymore. So, with one foot still in the past and one reaching for the future, you discover you're in an in-between world. That's what I call it, the in-between. This place still has flavors of your past, but it's also brightly colored by the glittering dreams for your future. You're just not there yet. I get impatient. This is a wondrous place to explore, for this is where you get to reconsider your past, choosing to see it as sacred and beautiful, and not something to discard or run away from. If you can bless all that has brought you here right now, you'll see your time between worlds will not be long at all. Is there anything at all you need to release in this liminal space? There's that word. Do you need to cut any cords to old thinking? Are any of your old stories or unfinished business niggling at you? Now is the perfect time to consider an inventory to ensure you're not bringing any old baggage forward on this journey with you. Most important, you must see how far you've come. You are an extraordinary being of light, blessed by the universe, here on purpose. And you have a purpose. Trust your dreams and desires are sacred. They matter. They matter. And in the perfect form, they will arise to greet you on the other side of the in-between, where you may sometimes feel you're neither here nor there. Bring yourself to this moment and make effective use of it. Bless your life. You have nothing to lose on this adventure. It's your life. When you're neither here nor there, the period of time between what was and what you're moving toward, not quite there yet, being present for every step of the journey. And remember, it's sacred, and it's your journey. On a journey together, let's go together. We're together, but each of us has our own separate path, our own separate journey. We're many parts, but we're all one body. We're all part of that web of life. Remember, you are so loved. You're so loved by the universe, by Source, by God. There are three things that last in the end: faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love. I'm sending you love. And I'm also wishing for you that peace that passeth all understanding. Namaste.